Hello dear student, I'm your mentor CMA Sangita today. This class is for CMA Foundation Law. This law chapter is based on business law. So there is few chapters which are also in CSEP and CA Foundation. So let's start with CMA Foundation Law. So in this chapter today is our introductory class. Today we will know about which chapter is more important for your exam and which are less. And today we will discuss about marks oriented and then this is and we will know about the basic thing of this chapter. Then we will start our from our next class we will start the main topic. Okay, so let's start. Let's we will start from our introductory section. So let's start our introductory session. Okay. At first, there is an introduction. Introduction and look at marks weightage. Marks weightage is introduction, Indian Contract Act, Sales of Goods Act, and Negotiable Instrument Act. Both are 80%. Both are varying 80%. Both are carrying 80% of marks and 20% carrying from business communication. So this business communication chapter is very important and this is marks oriented. Marks oriented chapter. This is your marks oriented chapter. From this chapter, we will score more marks. Okay. Then from this chapter is Indian Contract Act. Indian Contract Act means half of the question will come from this chapter. Half of the means your 30% weightage is from this chapter. 30% weightage is from this chapter. Then Sales of Goods Act, that is also very easy chapter. Then Negotiable Instrument Act. The weightage is 20% in Negotiable Instrument Act. The weightage is 20%. Then Sales of Goods Act, the weightage is 20%. So as we talked about the weightage of this chapter, we will mainly focus on this chapter. Okay. Then come at introductory part. Introductory part means there is source of law. Which source the law is coming from? The sources of law. There is few sources of law. We will know about from this chapter. The sources of law. और क्या क्या देखेंगे हम लोग सोर्सेस ऑफ लॉ में सोर्सेस ऑफ लॉ में हम लोग देखेंगे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल थिंग like legislative process in India, legal method and court system in India, primary and subordinate legislation. अब इससे क्या मैम चार गो ही आएगा मीन्स 1.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Which part is more important? Your more important part is you have to first you have to learn the sources of law. This is the main thing you have to learn. ये आपको जानना जरूरी है ये आपको जानना बहुत ही जरूरी है sources of law. Then the most important part is legislative process in India. Most important, it's a question हर बार आता है. Legislative process in India, legal method and court system in India, primary and subordinate legislation. So primary and subordinate legislation is important, very important. And legal method and court system in India, इसको हल्का से पढ़ना पर समझ लेना. You have to understand that points. You have to understand carefully that points. Then our next chapter is Indian Contract Act 1873. This is very important chapter. Very important chapter. और ये जो इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट है ये सेल्स ऑफ गुड्स एक्ट है ये एनआई एक्ट है ये सब आप लोगों का फाउंडेशन के बाद इंटर में भी आएगा। ये ऐसा नहीं कि ये आपका फाउंडेशन में ही खत्म हो गया, ये इंटर में भी आएगा। ये आपका पहला, ये फाउंडेशन में बस बेसिक पार्ट आएगा, एंड इंटर में थोड़ा वास्ट आएगा। सो फ्रॉम इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट we will learn about essential element of contract, means which elements are contract, types of contract, how many types of contract is there, how many types of contract essential elements, and offer, about offer and acceptance, what is offer, what is acceptance. We will learn this. Then void and voidable agreement. Which agreement are void and which agreement are voidable. Then which which contract or which agreement is void? Void means batil. Void means batil, and voidable means which are not void, but in any circumstance or any situation it will become voidable. So voidable, and no consideration, no contract means जहाँ पे पैसे का लेन देन नहीं, दैट इज मनी, जहाँ पे मनी लेन देन नहीं होगा, कहाँ वहां पे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट भी नहीं होगा। तो नो कंसिडरेशन, नो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, जहाँ पे पैसा लेन देन नहीं वहां पे नो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। विदाउट consideration, that is not a contract. Then consideration, legality of object and consideration. We will learn about what is consideration, legality of object, which consideration is termed to be legal and which consideration is termed to be illegal. We will know about that. Then capacity of parties, free consent, parties capacity and consent of the parties. Then quasi and contingent contract, performance of contract, meaning of indemnity guarantee pledge agent, e-contract, e-signature, discharge of contract, breach of contract, and remedies of breach. From all of these, the most important thing is first one, you have to learn very carefully about this topic. This full points are important, but from this we will we will collect some points are very important, are that void, voidable agreement, no consideration, no contract. This 2.2 is very important. This 2.2 is very important. Then capacity of parties and free consent, very important, very important this one. Then quasi contract, sorry, capacity of parties is very important. Then quasi contract is also very important. Then indemnity guarantee, very important. E-contract, discharge of contract, breach of contract. These are very important topics. Okay, so this you have to learn very thoroughly, very carefully about this chapter. From this chapter, you will find more of the question that comes from this chapter. More of few of MCQ also come from this chapter. So this is your main, this is your hero chapter. Hero chapter. This is your hero chapter. Okay. Then come to sales of goods act. This will also a very important chapter. Sales of goods act. This chapter will also come your inter levels. Your CMA inter, there is also a chapter sales of goods act. You will learn here the basic level, and from CMA inter, you will learn full thoroughly of about sales of goods act. Okay. Then at first you have to learn definition, then transfer of ownership. This is the main thing you have to know about transfer of ownership. You buy a TV. Okay, this is a TV. टीवी, आपने एक टीवी खरीदा, एक आपको शॉपकीपर से शॉपकीपर के पास पहले ओनरशिप था इस टीवी का। देन शॉपकीपर ने क्या किया देन शॉपकीपर ने क्या किया, आपके पास दिया ओनरशिप, दैट इज यूज, look that is use, okay, that is use। so पहले ये टीवी शॉपकीपर के पास ओनरशिप गया, फिर ये ओनरशिप आपने पैसे के बदले, ये मनी के बदले आपने शॉपकीपर से टीवी खरीदा। शॉपकीपर का ये होल्ड बन, शॉपकीपर की ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि ये टीवी आपको फॉर कंसिडरेशन आपके पास ओनरशिप आ जाए। सो दैट इज शॉपकीपर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू ट्रांसफर द ओनरशिप बाय योर नेम। This is also important point. Okay, then essential condition of contract of sale. You have to learn about condition of contract of sale. Then condition and warranties. This is the most important, very important, very important. Condition and warranties. Then performance of contract of sale. Then rights of unpaid seller. This is also a very important topic. Rights of unpaid seller. Then your sales of goods are completed. Your basic part is completed. Sales of goods are completed. Then come to this chapter, Negotiable Instrument Act. Here we learn about the characteristics of negotiable instrument, definition of promissory note, bill of exchange and check, difference between promissory note, bill of exchange and check, crossing, types of crossing, dishonor of check. From this chapter, we will find question from promissory note, we will find question from types of crossing, dishonor check, and there is also difference come from this also, promissory note, bill of exchange and check. This chapter will also come your CMA intermediate. Okay, so when you are reading this chapter, please read carefully and thoroughly. Then come to business communication. Communication means, what is communication? In a business organization, you have to communicate from upper level to lower level. You have to communicate. Otherwise, your business will not run. So, in this chapter, we will learn about business communication. At first, we will know about introduction, then features of business communication. Then process, we will learn about the process of business communication. Then type, then internet-based business communication. Then do's and don't do's of communication through social media. Then writing and drafting of business audience, intercultural and international business communication, barriers to business communication, legal aspects of business communication, use of graphic reference or business communication. We will learn thoroughly in our daily lecture series. Now, this is our introductory class. So, आज हमने ये हमारा introductory class हमने बस समझा कि कौन सा चैप्टर्स आएगा, अब हम लोग का वेटेज कितना है एवरी चैप्टर्स में, एंड द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक। देन ये बिजनेस कम्युनिकेशन चैप्टर तो इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक्स में क्लास में डिस्कस करूंगी, क्योंकि देर आर मोर इम्पोर्टेंट चैप्टर्स, देर आर मोर इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक्स आर देयर, सो we will discuss in our daily classes. We will upload our classes in every week. So please आप लोग देखिए, ये लोग सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए ये चैनल एंड बेल आइकॉन को प्रेस कर लीजिए, ताकि आपके पास वीडियो जब भी आएगा आपके पास नोटिफिकेशन आ जाए। सो टुडे in this class we will only discuss about the introductory part. हम लोग सब चैप्टर का एक इंट्रोडक्टरी क्लास रखेंगे एंड एक इंट्रोडक्टरी वीडियो रखेंगे एंड इसके बाद जो नेक्स्ट चैप्टर्स मेन चैप्टर से स्टार्ट होगा वो वीडियो भी हम लोग अपलोड करेंगे हमारा यूट्यूब चैनल में. सो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब दिस चैनल एंड बेल आइकॉन को प्रेस कर दीजिए ताकि आपके पास पहले वीडियो आ जाए एंड प्लीज फॉलो आवर ऑफिशियल फेसबुक साइट ताकि आपके पास जो इम्पोर्टेंट इम्पोर्टेंट नोट्स मैं डिस्कस करूँ या मैं अपलोड करूँ वो आपके पास आ जाए. ओके देन बाय एंड सी यू सून. ओके थैंक यू.